In this short demonstration, I will show what you can do to add a picture to the article. It's not very easy to get it to look nice. I mean, the best way is to have two pictures next to each other, like on the blog for DAPP Malawi, where you can put them up like this using the widget kit. Then it's normally aligned very nice, but then you do need to use the widget kit feature. When you add one picture, yeah, you can't really use the widget kit. You have to use the Joomla image editor. So we can try to add one picture and show the different options that you have when you add it. So if you do not use the widget kit down here to add them, then you can click on this. I have already uploaded it into a folder here that's called blog. Uploaded the two pictures. Do that here. So let's try to put the first picture in. So this is a full width picture. It's quite wide. Alignment not set at the moment. And I insert. And then of course it will fill the whole width of the article. And if you do a preview of it, of course the picture might look massive. But that's sometimes the problem when the pictures are too high. They always look massive if you have full width. If you have this format here that is more like Facebook ad-like, they look better if you use full width. But when they are high, it doesn't look very nice. So which options do you have? Well, of course, you can drag the corner, make it a little bit smaller. Save it and preview. Then, of course, it will look like this. Inside the editor, by clicking it, image again, you can also put a border, color black, 1 pixel solid, update. Then it looks like this. So you get, if you have white picture on white background, sometimes it makes sense to put a little border around it, just to mark the edges of the image. So that's one way of doing it. Another thing you can do is to align it left or right to a text. This sometimes is a little bit more difficult and you have to do a couple of tries and errors before it's aligned properly. But if I now mark it, click this again, I can say, well, put this to the left. As soon as I click left, well, one thing I have to remember, if I put the image to the left, sometimes you need a little bit of margin on the right side of the image, so the text doesn't come all up to the image. So you have some margin here, top, right, bottom, left. And if I remove this one, I can say, as the image is left, I'll put a margin to the right of 20 pixels, for example. That makes you have this little distance between the text and the picture here. You can click the picture, hold the left mouse in, and you can drag it up where you want it. For example, here. You can also make it smaller, make it bigger. And when you think you're happy, you can save it and preview it. Then it comes like this. So if you want it a little bit bigger, you can make it bigger. If you want it smaller, you can make it smaller. So, you know, it's all about try and error. Again, I can mark it. I can put it over to the right side. Then I will put the margin to the left. Then it comes over here. And you know, you can do many things. You can also then put the text next to it so it looks more aligned. You can say justify. And see how that looks. You know, and so on and so on. So you have to play a little bit around with it and see how it looks nice for you. And you know, some people, they like it that it is like the whole screen. Some don't. So it depends a little bit on what you are thinking when you say, how can I make it looks nice? And if you mess, I mean, now I will just remove this justify again. If you want to use it, you can of course just put it back again, but sometimes it makes it nicer next to images, and you can just delete the image again, put the marker in, put the image back in again, and so forth. So that's basically how you do it with the putting images into an article. So just a quick capture, put your marker where you want it, select the picture, not set alignment, it will fill the whole screen over. If you set it left, you put a margin to the right. If you put it right, you put a margin to the left. Whenever you put something in, even if it is center or wherever you do, well, center, it will put it straight in the middle, yeah? But if you put it in, you can always mark it, drag the corners to the size that you kind of like. So those are the different options that I think you have when you want to put it inside the article as single image.